blah blah, blah blah blah.
And because we didn't want to break morale on Formosa, and because we've been unable to persuade him to withdraw, the situation has remained in flux and rather uncertain. But I agree with the position.
Flux. That comes from flow. It's a situation that's changing from one situation to another, or where you don't know where the situation is going. For example, you can say the situation in Iraq is in flux, or the choice of presidential candidates for the Republican Party is in flux right now. They don't know who the strongest person is.
So it means uncertain or unstable, not decided.
Undecided, but also moving in a direction from one thing to another. So it's going somewhere. They just don't know exactly where.
Blah blah, blah blah blah.
And we should attempt to continue the negotiations which are now going on to persuade, if possible, the United Nations to come in there, a ceasefire in the area, or whatever it may be. So that the reason that there may be some ambiguity, Mr. Spivak, in the matter is there's some ambiguity in the treaty and in our statements.
Ambiguity technically means there's two choices and you don't know which one is correct. But on a general level, ambiguity means uncertainty, or where something is unclear. So you can say there's a lot of ambiguity in this situation. We don't know what's real and what's not. You can also say that something is ambiguous. That means it's difficult to interpret, or that somebody gave an ambiguous answer, which would mean that they gave an unclear answer.
Blah blah, blah blah blah.
But I don't want the Chinese communists to be under any misapprehension. I support present administration policy. I support the administration policy towards Quemoy.
Misapprehension means mistaken belief. Or you can also say misinterpretation.
Or misunderstanding.
You can also say misunderstanding, yes. You could say I had misapprehensions about the situation, or mistaken beliefs about the situation.
You had misapprehensions about his moral character, but finally I realized he was a good person.
Yes, and also apprehension includes the idea of fear. So misapprehension would also include the idea of unfounded fears. So, for example, you could say a lot of people in the United States have misapprehensions about immigrants or about women in high offices where their fears are not correct.
That's all for today. Tom Taylor is an ESL tutor. He teaches English in the United States and outside, all over the world, using Skype. He can be reached at his website, which is
ESL-fullsteamahead.com.
Click on this link and check out his website and email with questions. Thank you, Tom, and I'll talk to you next time.
Thank you.